right, hello everyone. Welcome to Langara College Web and Mobile App Design and Development Project 2 presentation. My name is Tomoko Okochi, and I'm the instructor of this course. So I'd like to start by acknowledging Langara College is located at unceded territory of Musqueam people, and the college is working to strengthen the connection with the tradition, and we are so lucky to study and work on this land. Let's start with looking at today's program. So we start with this introduction. It will be quick, and then we head right into the main event, student project presentation. So after the event, there will be networking time with pizza and drink, and audience, you get to vote for your favorite team. It's there, so you keep paying attention to the whole presentation. So please stay to the end. And the project 1 presentation is happening from 2 p.m. too, if you can stick around. Right, so Web and Mobile App Design and Development Program, we call it WMDD for short, is a 2-year intensive post-degree diploma program that focuses on web and mobile app design and development from concept to deployment. You can see some of the subject taught in this program here. There are 2 streams, designer stream and developer streams, and we prep these students to be ready to work in the industry. The lighter color indicates the subject they are going to learn next term because they are graduating in December. So they'll be ready to work in the industry in 4 months' time. Project 2 is the term 3 project, which builds up for the final capstone term project coming up next term. So they're required to build a full stack web application, MVP, and they need to connect to live data, and also it has to solve a business problem. Why business problem? Because usually we ask students to come up with a project idea. They try to solve their own problem. So we get ideas like apps to connect students with local people, app to sell things you don't need. Yeah, those are nice, but really hard sell in your job interview. Maybe some of the panelists will talk about this, but when it's a business application, those interviewers get more interested, and it just challenges you more because you solve a problem that you're not familiar with, right? So you will see some of the ideas today may not, you don't feel like you relate to them, but that's what you're gonna do once you graduate. So that's why they're tasked to do solve the business problem. So everything has to be done in 12 weeks, which is crazy. And teams consist of designers and developers, and they get to learn to work with each other. And also, I encourage students to participate in learning. If you have any expertise, you're asked to volunteer. And I want to recognize some students who raised their hands and shared their expertise with the class. So as you see here, we had, if you could stand up, Kat, you did a workshop for Figma Auto Layout. Yeah. It was an amazing workshop. Like everybody was like, wait, can you do that again? Like trying to learn everything. I saw some designer going like, oh, how did you do that? Like, so it was really great workshop. And Katavia, if you could stand up, you shared like a coffee chat strategy. Yeah, you know how to network with people. Like he's building up for the job hunting phase, and but he didn't hesitate to share the strategies that worked for him. So thank you so much. And Yuriko and Hisashi. So I see some of term 2 students here, but what are you planning to do between term 2 and term 3? These two design and build a mobile application between term 2 and 3. Two of them work together and build this app, Peelbook, and they share their process with the class. Thank you so much. And Angie. So Angie comes from digital marketing background, and a lot of students had no idea what to do with the landing page, what the funnel is, what conversion is, and she shared that expertise with the class. So thank you, Angie. And another recognition we need to do is it's a tradition every time, but after alpha and beta milestone, we do team-wide bug bash event, right? Where you build this issue tracking system, and then you compete with each other among the team members for the number of bugs you log. So the more bugs, better the quality of the product will be. Now you know that, right? So before you were thinking less bug means it's a better product. No, that's wrong. So we have a clear winner for this, and which is 67 bugs. And Kat, I actually have a certificate for you. Come up here, because it says Bug Buster Trophy, and this award is proudly presented to Kat Nerves. This award recognizes an individual who demonstrates exceptional vigilance in ensuring product quality and consistently report bugs for enhancement. So, thank you. You went for, yeah. You went for this, right, Kat? Like, yeah. Yeah, there was a big competition, but it was supposed to be 30 to 1 hour in 24-hour period, but I'm pretty sure she spent hours like checking that a few pixels off from my design, things like that. Yeah, right. And it is time to introduce a great lineup of panelists we have today. So I would like to ask each of the panelists to introduce themselves.
Hi, everyone. My name is Marcia. I was a WMDD student as well, so I can relate with you very much on how stressful this is to deliver this project. And yeah, today I am a business analyst at the University of British Columbia, and I had the opportunity to have a look at your proposals, and I'm very excited to see your applications in action. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, sorry. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Mark. I graduated like a couple of years ago, WMDD as well. And yeah, now so blessed that I'm working at Microsoft as a product designer. And yeah, of course, by the help of the professors here, and then I can see both of them here. And so thankful for them as well. And just an advice, just work hard and communicate enough, at least talk with your teammates, your classmates, your professors, and just try to establish more of your communications, because when you finish your program here, and then once you apply for your job or join the organizations, it's more of the communications here. Set aside your talent, your skills, and everything, but mostly it's your communication stuff. So how are you going to sell yourself? That's it. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. Exactly 1 year ago, I was sitting there like you. So I'm 1 year, a graduate from the WMDD. Right now, I'm a web developer at Sandman Media. So I understand how stressful it is. Just enjoy yourself and have fun.
Thank you. So as they said, they're all WMDD graduates, but they all have wonderful jobs. And I just want to share what Mark told me. At the interview for Microsoft, they asked him to show a past project in like 45 minutes. And he showed 3 projects, and 2 of them were WMDD projects. These projects get you a job at Microsoft. Yeah, and he also said that this presentation, doing this presentation helped him to do 3 when they were expecting 1 project, because I ask you guys to do it in very short period of time in certain format, and then you know what you need to cover. So don't think that's far away from you. It's possible if you put effort in the project. Right, so with these panelists, each of them will be giving out these awards. So Mark will decide the team that get Design Award, and Tony, Development Award, and Marcia, Market Ready Marvel Award, which is the Business Award. And the audience, your vote will decide audience favorite, right? Today we have these 6 teams presenting their full-stack web application that solves business problems. So without further ado, let's invite the first team to present their web app, CocoTrade. Take it away.
So good morning, everyone. We're proud to kick things off today with CocoTrade, our one-stop web app to streamline copra trading. So I'm Hazel. This is me when I used to live in the Philippines. I started from the top of the coconut tree, and now I'm here in front of you. My family in the Philippines is in the copra trading business. And if you don't know, copra is a coconut byproduct that is used to produce palm oil or coconut oil. There are local independent farmers in the Philippines who grow and process their own copra. They sell this to copra traders, who in turn would ship it to manufacturers to begin the production. For every 3.5 million farmers in the Philippines, there are at least 20,000 copra traders. These are mostly in small to medium enterprises who live in rural areas. This leads to challenges such as a limited access to manufacturers and an updated knowledge on the market price in such a volatile industry. The geographical restraints also hinder their technological adaptation, which results to them doing a manual record of purchases, sales, and inventory. So we saw this as an opportunity to develop CocoTrade, where copra traders can be able to access real-time market pricing, simplify their finance and operational needs with a digital database, and a way to manage and monitor the inventory and shipments. And although there are softwares like SAP and Arctic Data, these are not specifically tailored for copra trading, and they are not adaptable for small to medium enterprises, as you can see on our chart here. And to delve into these features further is a demonstration from Aki.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Aki, a copra trader in Philippines. As you know, my job is buying copra from copra farmers and selling it to coconut oil manufacturers. So let's start another day with me. First things first, I will check market price for coconut oil first. So it's gotten up. And based on price suggestion, we're gonna sell copra at So we're gonna buy copra from copra farmers at 46.58 pesos per kilogram of copra today. A farmer just came in to sell her copra, so I'm gonna log purchase log. So I will click add purchase, and I got copra from cat roots. And the date is today, August 3rd. And the amount of copra is going to be 500 kilograms. And the moisture percentage is only 4%. That's amazing. So there's no deduction. And I'm going to give her 23,000 pesos and save it. Yep, perfect. Now that I made a new purchase, I want to check how much inventory we've got so far. So I will go to inventory. And we've got 5,500 kilograms of copra. I think it's time to make another shipment. So let's click plan shipment. And this time I'm going to ship it to cocolangara.co. And I'll choose it from the drop down. And the shipping date is going to be today, August 3rd. And this time I'm going to sell 2,000 kilograms of copra and save it. As I made a new shipment, now I can see blue-green bar in the bar chart, which represent the newly created pending shipment. A few hours later, a truck came in to pick up the copra, so I'll ship it out. So now that I shipped out the copra, the shipment is not pending anymore, right? So I have to change it. So I'll go to sales page and open edit. Now I will change the status from pending to ongoing and save it here. Great. So let's have a brief look at inventory again. So now that we shipped it out and changed the status, there's no blue-green bar anymore here. And I can also see the drop in inventory trend too. Yep. And at the end of another busy day, I got money deposit. So I will log the completion of the sales transaction too. So I will go back to sales, and I open up edit pop-up again. This time I will change from ongoing to completed. And I will log the date of money received and the amount of money. So I received it today on August 3rd. And we've got 200,000 pesos, which means that we've got 100 pesos per kilo of copra, which is actually amazing. Save it. Now that we logged money deposit, I want to know our financial status too. So I will go to finances. And here I can see a spike in balance trend chart too. So this is how one day goes smoothly thanks to CocoTrade app. Now I'm back to presenter Aki. So to make CocoTrade, we chose MERN stack this time to develop and deliver a robust product the fastest to the customers using one single language, JavaScript. As a part of MERN stack, we are using React for front end, start with Tailwind CSS. About backend configuration, we chose MongoDB supported for its flexible schema, supported by Mongoose. And the database is connected to front end using Node.js and Express.js. For data model, our database revolves around a user document. Basically, we've got several arrays in a user document, each of which stores all the foreign keys of all the relevant collections like inventory, purchase, sales, and etc. So the point is, whenever we want to retrieve the data based on user, we can go to user document first and go to the array and retrieve all the foreign keys about, let's say, inventory and make a query based on it. So that we don't have to go through all the inventory documents and check each document has user ID or no. And we also scrape data from the internet about lifetime coconut oil price, sorry about that. because we couldn't find affordable API.
So for our branding, we chose to combine our industry background with the functionality of our app, which is why our icon is a combination of the coconut leaves with the bar charts. For our typography, we chose Raza for our website. However, for the overall app, we chose DM Sans as is more suitable for reading numbers, charts, and graphs. For the colors, we really wanted to stray away from being cliche, so no colors of greens and browns, but instead we opted for blue-green hues with orange as our pop of color. The overall look we wanted our app to feel is for it to look structured, professional, and informational, but we also don't want this to look overly rigid, which is why we opted for rounded corners and rounded shapes for our icons, cards, and graphs. We utilize orange, our pop of color, for our call to action buttons and for our navigational menu. Users can sign up for CocoTrade using a 14-day free trial. After the free period, they can select either a monthly or yearly subscription plan. Both plans let users access all the features of CocoTrade, enabling them to maximize the app's capabilities. This model offers them flexibility to accommodate their specific business needs. And to cap things off, this is a wonderful team behind CocoTrade, made up of our very talented designers and our hardworking developers. You can find us and connect with us on LinkedIn. Don't forget to scan our QR code and try cocotrade.net for yourselves. Thank you. We did it.
Thank you, CocoTrade. Now we have panelist feedback times, and I will ask Marcia to go first.
Hi, thank you, Eve team. That was a great presentation. If we could go back to the chart, the main chart. Yeah, this one. So when you show 35%, it is 35. What does this indicate? That my stock, my inventory is.
So basically, under 35%, it says 3,500 kilograms out of 10,000 kilograms. So 10,000 kilograms is like the maximum capacity of the warehouse. And now in the warehouse, we actually got 3,500 kilograms of copra. So it's like 30% full.
35%.
Yeah,
full.
the warehouse. So we imagine like you have a huge warehouse, and the maximum capacity is 10,000, and inside of it, you have 3,500 kilograms of copra in it.
Oh, I see. This is something standard in the industry or something customizable? I mean, the size of the
It's
warehouse.
customizable. On the onboarding process, users can be able to customize their own warehouse capacity.
Oh, I see. And then when you acquire a new, when you buy from the farmers, does this product has an expiry date or something?
Yes, it does, because copra is volatile commodity.
Right.
And it is something we thought about for future feature to integrate this shelf life for copra.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Two questions for the developers. First question is that, can you go back to the tech stack again, please? Okay. In the future, you plan to have more features, like you mentioned. With that, what need to be changed in the tech stack and in the system design to accommodate those change? And for the second question, you mentioned something on your data model slide. You have current inventory amount table and the current balance. The current inventory amount and current balance. Could you explain more about that, why you decide it this way?
Okay, so starting from the tech stack, needs to be like, yeah, library, or like now the copra market price is scraped, which is not ideal, as I said during the presentation. This is due to the lack of the free API for copra price. So we need to, if we merchandise it, then we will need to make it from the third-party API, and instead of scraping. This is the first thing. And then for database, I think currently we are using a MongoDB, and we are not gonna change the database, but we need to have more like a transaction features on the database, because we are now trying to make like a purchase and sales log and also the finance information. We don't exchange the information between the users, so we don't have to be like a sophisticated transaction, but still we can utilize it. It's not additional like a software, but we should expand database more. Yeah. And as for second question, database.
So current balance.
Current balance and the current inventory amount. Do you want to answer or should I? And this is during our initial discussion. It could be, I mean, the inventory and the cash balance can be calculated by purchase and the sales log, but it's very heavy to calculate, to gather all the logs every time to show the chart. And also, our inventory and the cash balance chart is on daily basis. So we just decided to split it into a different collection, which stands for a particular snapshot of, I mean, the particular point of data for inventory and the cash balance, and which make the loading workload lighter when we show the chart. Yeah, this is our decision.
Do you feel like it can cause any problem in the future with this design?
Yeah, so what we believe is that because we have arrays in user document, it should, even if we got like tons of documents in inventory or sales or whatever the collections, we can always refer to the array first. And so we know which key we should call for. So yeah, so we believe that this model should work in even if we got a lot of clients and a lot of data.
Thank you.
So yeah, going to the design side, I do have a couple of questions. First is like the like, I think this one is from your inventory where you have your sales log and the shipping. What is like? How do you iterate this this graph? And then is this like kind of a basis in the industry right now? Like for example, for this kind of problem or like business, like for trading. And then the second one is like when you have this shipping. Yeah, you showed us a while ago that you do have like two different. Yeah, this one. So the orange one is your. What is the orange one? The stored copra in your inventory, right? And then the green one is about to ship. So once you ship that, how am I going to be notified, or who will notify me? Like, how's the process with this?
There is a notification for the users at the top right.
Who? Okay, yeah, there. Yeah, okay, yeah. There's a notification, and then who will do the
Planning a shipment at first,
Mm-hmm.
and there's this blue-green bar in the bar chart, right?
Okay.
And then once users ship it out, user manually change it by going to sales, and also open action and edit,
Mm-hmm.
and change status from pending to ongoing. And ongoing basically means like you ship out the copra already, but haven't got money yet.
I see.
So it's on the way to coconut oil manufacturers, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then once you change it, that blue-green bar, it's gone.
I see. I see. So I think just kind of advice, like using your language or the use of words for that specific, like for example, for storing the product from shipping to whatever next process will be. I think you should better communicate it clearly like, like for example, we do have this stored, ship, like shipping of what and where and when, like those kind of stuff. Maybe, yeah, just be more like specific on the use of language.
Great, thank you, CocoTrade team. Great job.
Hi everyone, I'm Vatanpreet Kaur from Team Onyx, and I'm excited to introduce Truvoye, our web-based application that streamlines delivery initiation process for logistic companies, making operations simpler and more efficient. So after conducting interviews, we identified key challenges faced by logistic companies, such as prolonged shipment processing times, lack of real-time tracking procedures, and insufficient security measures for shipments. Global logistic market is currently valued around $9 trillion and is projected to reach about $21 trillion by 2033. This substantial growth opportunity, with an expected compound annual growth rate of approximately 9%, offers tremendous potential for our logistic web product to capitalize on and become a leading solution in the industry. Therefore, we took this opportunity and created Truvoye. Truvoye leverages operational efficiency through its excellent capability of handling delivery initiation, quick driver onboarding, and live order tracking. Truvoye's main features includes analytics, order proposal, driver onboarding, real-time tracking, and delivery verification using one-time password. After researching the logistics sector, we identified three main competitors. These are Ascent TMS, Always, and SAP. However, none of them fully address all the diverse needs of the industry as comprehensively as Truvoye. That's why we are proud to say that we have successfully integrated all these features into one platform while adding advanced analytic capabilities to it.
Our app has two sides. One is the admin side and another one is the driver side. So let me just walk you through with the admin side first. So I'll consider myself as a manager of a logistic company, and I already logged in this platform. The first screen I can see is the analytics page, which will depict an analytical data of my business with the help of data like bar graphs, spark lines, and pie chart. Now let's just add a new order in the platform. So I'll head up to proposal page. I fill the pickup address, receiver address, and the weight of the shipment and hit calculate. So it will return a distance and time for this journey from Google Distance Metrics API, which will let me as a manager to add the cost for this order. So let's just say it's like $4,000 for this order and hit update. Now on the last page, I can fill the pickup date, sender details, and the receiver details to complete this order and hit submit. The order has been successfully added, and you can see the currently order status is unassigned. That means this order is not assigned to a particular driver. So let's just jump into the order details page, where we can see all the order details and list of the available drivers in the platform. Let's just assign this order to a driver. So I'll click yes. The order has been assigned to the driver successfully. As I mentioned before, we do have a driver portal as well, which is in mobile view. So let's just log in as a driver, hit login, and we can see that there is an upcoming tab here. In this tab, we can see the upcoming order for the driver that we assigned just now. So let's click on it, and the driver can see all the order details and start the order. The order has been started successfully. That means the order is in progress state right now. And in the admin side, under the GPS page, we have a list of orders which are in progress state. And we have a tracking link for all of these orders. So let's just track our recent order, which we have just added. And by clicking on the tracking link, here comes the Google Maps of real-time tracking of the driver. And the driver is moving from the pickup location to the destination location. While the driver is moving from pickup location to the destination location, let me give you a sneak peek of what is happening behind the scenes. So we have used Haversine formula here, which is a mathematical formula used to calculate distance between 2 points on a sphere. So with this, we'll get the distance between the driver's location and the destination location so that we can auto-adjust the zoom in the Google Maps to provide the user a better and seamless experience while they are tracking their order in our app. Now, once driver reaches the location, then driver can initiate the delivery completion process. So we'll wait for 2 seconds to driver to reach the location. Yep, driver reached the location. Now driver can go to the driver portal, and under the current orders, they can click on this order and they can click on verify one-time password. This will generate a one-time password, and it has been sent to receiver's email ID. So here is the one-time password, 6411. So the driver can fill this one-time password in the driver portal and hit submit. The order has been successfully verified and the order has successfully completed. Now in the admin side, under the orders table, I can see the order status has been changed to completed now. So for the system design, we have used React.js as our primary framework, and we have used Material UI for data visualization and components. We have hosted this front end on Vercel. For the backend, we are using Node.js as our backend language. Along with that, we are using Express.js as a framework. For real-time tracking, we are using Socket.io and Google Map APIs to implement this functionality. And all the backend services are hosted on AWS EC2 instance. We have used nginx for load balancing, server caching, and data balancing. And we have used MongoDB as a database, and we have used Mongoose as an ODM for data modeling and data schemas.
For our branding, I present to you Truvoye's logo. So our brand name consists of 2 words, which are trucks and voyage. So it's the main target aspects of our web app. And for our logo, we have combined a cargo box and a truck to form an arrow, which represents the reliability and efficiency and the growth that our web app is going to provide to its users. For our colors, we wanted our brand's visual identity to enforce reliability, efficiency, and excellence. So we chose a strong blue for our primary color and a vibrant orange for our secondary. We used 4 other companion colors to balance the contrast, accessibility, and other functionalities of our web app. For our typography, we chose Outfit typeface for its high flexibility and legibility at different font weights. And for our UI components, such as input labels, buttons, icons, and tables, we went with smooth edges so that it would look professional, clean, and user-friendly. For our business model, we went ahead with the tier model system. We have based the pricing with regards to the volume of orders and drivers. This ensures higher conversions and customer retention as it encourages upgrades as logistic needs evolve. So how excited are you to let Truvoye drive your logistic business to success? This is the team behind our wonderful app. So you can connect with us in LinkedIn. So what are you waiting for? Just scan our QR code or go to truvoye.com and streamline your logistic business with us today. Thank you.
All right, let's start with Tony this time.
Couple of questions. First one, how you decide to let the drivers know that there is a new order coming in? Because as you demo, I only see that they have to log in and refresh the page to see the new order, right? Do we have the notification feature right now? Or if not, how you plan to do that? The second question would be on the Google Distance API. When you're creating the new orders, could the price of the order can be customized rather than rely on the distance from Google API? The third one would be, can you explain more about the map that you use, why you have to manually calculate the zoom distance of the map, and how you do that, and why it need to be that way? And the last question would be if this app got so popular and suddenly you have like 5 million users daily, what change need to be made to this current version of the app? That would be 4 questions.
Yeah. So sorry, what is the first question?
Notification.
Okay.
And Google Distance API and the zoom on the map.
Okay.
Maybe.
So for the driver, so as soon as driver logged in the portal, under the upcoming tab, we are hitting an API. So when the driver clicks on the upcoming tab, then an API has been hit and they can fetch all the upcoming orders for the drivers. Right now, we are not adding notification features because it will require more socket connections and all that things to do. So by considering the time frame for this application to be developed, so we are not using this notification for now, but for sure in the future, we'll do it. And the next question is regarding...
Can I, if you only have time for two, can you answer the zoom, the distance on the map?
Okay. So for the Google Maps, we have used the formula to calculate the distance because that will optimize the Google Map performance. If we are fetching it from distance metrics API or distance API again and again, then we are hitting like 1 lakh plus Google Map API hits only for one order. So we optimize the Google Map so that we can come under like 100 hits or like 50 hits to like save the money. So that's why we used the mathematics in it instead of calling the Google API again and again on each and every point to calculate the lat long and then calculate the distance.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, here I can see you have, can you tell me like what's the idea behind like using different kind of graphs or infographics here?
So we have used different kind of graphs to like show up like different kind of details. We have to distinguish between the different kind of details. For example, we have total earnings, order drivers, and total shipment delivered. We wanted to make it as like to conform to the modern industry standards to keep it up with that. So we have distinguished it using different like charts.
Have you tested this, or at some point have you kind of done some interviews like if this is accessible enough, or I mean, because I feel like I can see like, you know, different kind of graphics here, and then do you think if you make this graph like at least two different kind of graph will work for every category that you have here?
Yeah, first when we were designing, we had that notion, but when it was coming up to the development, we had to take some stuff out so that it was kind of getting the sizing of the charts were kind of getting rigid. So we had to take some choices out of it. Regarding the like the contrast and accessibility, we have taken that into Notion, but the graphs, some of the graphs, it feels like we have taken our control with the colors. We have mainly chose the colors to mainly access the graphs. That is the highest, like the point that we did for the analytics.
I see. And then moving forward with the use of your badges, there like the status.
Yeah.
So I've noticed that you have used like, there you go, the orange, assigned and unassigned. Okay, maybe the least part that you wanted to see there is the unassigned. Have you checked the accessibility here?
Yes, we have.
And have you like, what is the ratio of accessibility here?
It was showing about like 6. It was in the contrast scale.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Because maybe in the projector, the colors are looking...
kind of washed out.
Hi. Thank you, Team Onyx. I have just 2 questions. So this app is meant to logistics companies, right? So what is the main problem that you're trying to solve for these logistic? What is their main challenge?
The main challenge that we are solving is the real-time tracking so that we can provide the manager, the driver, and the receivers to provide a tracking link so that they can track the order, which leads to the security of the order. Then everybody will know that my current order, like the driver is in this location right now, so the driver couldn't lie to the admin, oh, I am in this location, or the manager cannot lie to the receivers. So to maintain a security and transparency in the app, so that leads to make this app.
So by tracking in real time the deliveries, you're providing more efficiency to their business?
Yes, because that will lead to a new feature, like the customer will know where the order is with the Google Maps, and also we are providing security by generating one-time password, because usually the driver said, oh, we delivered the order successfully. There is no receiver say, where is my order? But driver said, I received the order, then they ordered this and all that stuff process will go on. So we'll send the receivers an OTP so that they will tell the OTP and then the driver can, it's delivered now.
Yes, this is a great feature. And just one more question and related to the cost calculator. So you rely on the weight and the distance to calculate the cost?
The thing is, this is just to help the managers, because
Right.
usually logistic companies, they have kind of algorithm in their mind, okay, this is the distance. Because personally, my dad runs a logistic company. So I know all how he can calculate this process. So every time he needs to calculate some stuff with weight of the shipment, he need to open Google Maps to see the distance, and then they'll calculate per kilometer price for that stuff. So we're providing the data over here, so they don't need to go to Google Maps separately in their phone or in their desktop to get the data and then do the pen and pencil stuff for the costing. So we are saving their time to get their cost estimate. But precisely they'll do it manually by their own logics and all thinking.
You don't have to take into account any volume. The volume of the the packages is just the weight. I imagine there are many kinds of drivers,
Yes.
right? Big trucks, small trucks. So I think that would help them to decide which driver to assign to.
Yeah,
Right.
yes. Might be in the future we'll do it about
Yeah.
the trucks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Great job, Team Truvoye.
Good morning, everyone. We are Team Jigglypuff, and we are excited to share you Bondwork, an engagement analysis platform that helps medium and large-sized companies to reduce their turnover rate. My name is Shane, and with me is YJ. Together, we are representing Bondwork. For many companies, employees are the most precious asset, and numbers of them are spending over $30,000 per year on replacing an employee. However, reasons causing a spike in the Canadian turnover rate trend in the past years. And based on our research, we found out that the reasons colleagues leaving the company revolves around colleagues, work culture, job role, and salary. Therefore, we created Bondwork, an engagement analysis platform that focuses to solve issues caused by employees and also work culture. We delve deep into employee experiences, identify the areas of dissatisfaction, and later we promote and create a recognition-focused environment. To stand out from our competitors, Bondwork was created with 4 unique features, and now we are ready to help companies to tackle on your turnover rate.
Next, we would like to guide you through our demo. I'm an HR manager, and I'm going to analyze employees' data and understand how we can improve. So in order to do that, I enter the Bondwork. First, it shows a dashboard, and there's a turnover rate index, and the default filter is annual. But I could also inspect through quarter and months to see how the turnover rate has changed. And on the right side, there's a satisfaction drivers, and lots of them can show how they impact the turnover rate. And I can tell the company culture is increasing, and the badge beside the overall index shows that compared to last month, it hasn't changed a lot. And below, I can check the amount of pending, approved, and rejected recognition requests and reward requests. So let's work on the recognition page. There's 20 pending recognition waiting for my review, and it's going to take me some time to work on it, but yeah. Let's see, the recognition drivers is increasing since our HR team has been working on it, especially for the teamwork. Below, there's a request table. Let's filter with pending. And once I click on it, I can see the detail of the request. And okay, Paul, he wants to recognize Tyler for his leadership with 1,000 points. And with a good reason, I'm going to approve this one. And now the status of this request shows approved. And next, we are going to work on the rewards. Okay, I can tell there's 18 pending requests waiting for me. And down there, I can see the table and filter with the pending to see every pending request. Let's click on Moon-Young. Moon-Young, she's asking for redeeming an extra day off. But I remember she just redeemed last week, so I'm not going to approve this one. Sorry, Moon-Young. Yeah, maybe try next time. Okay, I'm going to select the reason and put the details of it to explain it. And now the status shows rejected. And as our HR team just sent some surveys to departments, and we're gonna check on the surveys dashboard. On the right side, I can see there's an employee satisfaction index show 3.1 out of 5. It means that mostly our employees are neutral based on their satisfaction on the survey and the result. And right below, I can see the management. Once I filter with ongoing, there's 4 ongoing surveys, and the first one already been completed with 5 people. And once I click into it, I can see the details are available and for which department and job level to answer, and also the time period of this survey. And right below, there's an audience list. I can see that every employee who is required to answer this. And Rafael is already completed, so I'm going to see his response. First, he's a promoter, and the satisfaction drivers are mostly increased. It means he's very satisfied with his job right now. And to check his profile, I'm going to employees page, and to search his name by typing in the search bar. And once I click on him, I can see the information and also the points balance he got right now is for the reward redeem. And on the right side, this 3 table shows the recognition he gave and received from others. And right below, that's the rewards he redeemed. He just redeemed a laptop upgrade, and he really deserves it since he's been working so hard lately. Yeah, and right below, I can see the survey he has participated in. And now my job is finished as an HR manager, so let's continue to our tech stack. We use React as our user interface, and Tailwind for styling CSS. We also use some pre-built new components to speed up. And also for our backend, we use JWT for authentication, Node.js with Express for our server-side logic. And Express also link our API from front-end to back-end. And for the database, we use MongoDB to store our data and Firebase to store the images. And finally, we deployed our app on Virtual, and we use GitHub for version control. And this stack really helped us a lot since we only finished this in 11 weeks.
Awesome. We now move into our UI kit. For our logo, we made it based on the initials of our service, which is the B and the W using geometric shapes. And it was complemented by a gradient color effect. We choose IBM Pack Sans, a sans serif font for our typography, which is designed for accessibility across digital and also printed media. Color, we have salmon as our primary color. This orange's energetic color is bringing uplifting and optimistic vibes, and also comet blue, which portrays trustworthiness. In terms of components, we applied rounded radius to all of them to visually soften elements. And for our iconography, we made an exclusive touch towards the line icons. We integrated a small dot to increase the charmness and the lightness of our overall design. And our primary design challenge revolves around the table, which are abundant in our platform. So to enhance usability, we adopted a lightweight approach by integrating badges and also micro-interaction. This is our business model. For companies to enjoy Bondwork features, our price scales based on the number of employees in the company, ensuring usability and also affordability and the value for business of all sizes. Our starter package It's pricing at $5.99 per employee per month. And now companies can enjoy the basic and effective features. We also offer a growth package for the growing companies who love to have advanced customization and also integration. Therefore, Bondwork is the solution for companies who want to tackle on turnover rate and to unlock the full potential in their workforce. We now invite you to visit bondwork.ca and connect with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Bondwork team. Can we start from Mark?
Thank you. It's nice. It's nice. I love it. So can you go to your, can we go to the analytics screen? Yeah, I like this page. It's so neat, so clean, straightforward. For example, if I was reviewed by my colleague, not directly from the manager, am I going to see it? No. So everything will be anonymously. Yeah.
So this is only the page for the human resource manager.
Yeah.
The employees, we have a different layout.
Okay.
And they are not going to be able to see others employees, only the things that they have answered, for example, the service, as well as if they send a recognition or not, and also the rewards. So the information for the employees are limited to the things that are concerned to them.
Yeah. What about, let's say, if I gave a feedback to one of my colleagues, am I going to see it, or is it the HR only?
If you give a feedback to your colleague, you are going to see your feedback. If you receive, you're only going to see once you receive the approval from the human resource manager.
Oh, I see. So everything will be filtered first
Yes.
from the management before handing it over to the user. Okay, I get it. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Jigglypuff. Great presentation. I have just two questions. One is related to the rewards and what else? Recognition. So the employee can request a recognition or a reward for themselves or for their colleagues. Any employee can do that?
Yeah, all of the employees who are working at that company, they can request their reward or their recognition by themselves.
For themselves.
Yeah.
And is there any role for the manager, for their manager in the process?
Only the HR manager can approve or reject the process inside of this platform.
I see. And is there anywhere where the manager, the employee manager, can provide a feedback or specifically for that employee?
We're thinking as a future feature. So also the Bondwork, providing the insight to the each team manager as well. So we are thinking that form as also future feature.
Okay. And from all the features that you have, what is the one that enhances the work culture the most, in your opinion?
So, in our opinion, all the features, they are connected, and for the company, they need to understand through the survey what is happening with the employees. And based on this, they will apply different kind of actions and also to stimulate to employees to give recognition and to improve the work culture based on this. And also the reward system, it is a way to make them to feel more engaged, also to receive points and this kind of things. So we believe the three features, as it is our platform, we believe they are combined and they work together to achieve our goal.
Okay, thank you very much.
From development perspective, what would be the most challenging part of this project and how you deal with that?
Okay, this project, it was related to the charts, all the graphs, because we need to create the points in the graph. So in the back end, we did all the logic, all the math related to each user and sum and divide to pick it up the average for the company. And then we have the filters as well. So we need to calculate the dates. And when we are doing that in the code, we need to consider also the time zone. And this is kind of really tricky because when you put some dates in there, you need to consider the time zone we are, and then we need to subtract the day before and these others variations that they have on the dates. So for this one, we use a library that make the code easier for us.
Following up from that, if I'm the developer in your team, I would be more, when I see the wireframe, and I will be more scared of the dashboard and the survey, because like there are a lot of charts in one pages, and it can lead to a performance issue. Like how can you make it load fast enough so that user cannot like get frustrated? What is your strategy to implement this thing? And if you have more time to improve this, how would you do it differently?
Okay, right now we create an endpoint for each graph, and each graph is a component that we reutilize in every screen. So we have the components that as a bar here. Also, these satisfaction drivers we use in the survey screen. So we are using the same endpoint to calculate this data. And because of the time frame, we are loading these graphs in just one API. So we call one API to load the 4 charts. What we will do differently is put a loading for each graph so they work independently.
Great. Thank you, Team Bondwork. Great job. Next up is Planty.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Kiara, and on the behalf of my team, let me introduce to you Planty. It's a web app that helps landscaping companies to increase their client satisfaction by providing customizable gardening plans and inventory management. So at the start of our journey, we noticed some good opportunities in the landscaping business. From our research, there's a significant growth in the landscaping business in North America to reach $221 billion by 2029. Not only that, there's also an increase in requests for native plants of 60%. That made us believe it's a solid industry. But at the same time, we also noticed some problems in the existing market. Apparently, there's a lack of transparency in pricing. Also, customer confusion in gardening plant building and an insufficiency seasonal plant cost management. That led us to create these 3 main features: plant customization, client management, and inventory monitor. As you can see, for now, our main competitor is Housepro, but we're offering plenty more in plant customization and stock market monitoring. Now, I want to invite Sinat and Isjo to present to us our demo.
So, hi everyone, I'm Isjot, and I'm the manager of a small landscaping venture. And my primary job responsibility as a manager is to overlook the day-to-day processing going on at the company. So recently, one of our old employees, Haley, came in touch with us, and she wants us to revamp her front yard. So let's just get the process started. Now at the platform, I'll just log in using the credentials provided, and I'm instantly taken to the dashboard of the page. Now on the dashboard, I can easily and quickly navigate to the Clients tab from the left navigation menu. And I can see that Haley is already registered with us as a client. So I'll just click here, and now, she's a really important client for us, so I want my most trustworthy staff member to look over it. So from the assignee drop-down at the bottom, I'll just choose Sinet and assign the client to him. And from here on, he will take over the work.
Hello everyone, I'm Sinet. I'm a sales representative at Plant T, and my job is to visit clients' location and assist them with building their garden plants. So today I'm going to demonstrate how we use our system to build custom garden plants for our clients. So I have my panel logged in already, and I can see I have received a new notification. So let's start by checking my notification. Here I can see I have been assigned to a new project. So let's click on the notification. It takes me to the client's profile. So on the left side, I can see all the information about my client. Once I go through all the necessary details, I'll proceed to my client's location to discuss further requirements in person. And I'm going to use Truvoye's delivery service because they're going to take me there in just 20 seconds. So yeah, let's create a new plan for Haley by clicking the Add New button. Let's call it the gardening plan. And let's create it. So yeah, the plan has successfully been created. This takes me to the plan builder page. On the first tab, I can see list of packages. So basically, package is a list of popular plans at a discounted price. So if I click on a particular package, I can see more details about that. So here are all the plants that's included in the package. So for Haley's garden, I'm going to recommend the growth package. So let's add it to the order. Yeah, it's added. So on the second tab, we have plants. So here are the list of decorative plants categorized by its type. So this option allows my clients to choose specific plants over a package. So if I click on a particular plant, it's going to show more details about the plant. So my client can have more informed decision. So for Haley's garden, let's add some hydrangeas and let's add some poppies. So poppies has been added. Now we have done all the selection, I'm going to place the order. Now before proceeding with the order, my client has to go through all the terms and conditions. So I'm going to ask Haley if she agrees with the terms and conditions or not.
Yes, I do.
So she agrees with the terms and conditions. Now I'm going to place the order. So the order has been successfully placed. Congratulations, Haley. A copy of invoice has been sent to your email. And thank you so much for choosing Plant T. I'm going to ask my manager to update the inventory accordingly. Thank you.
So I just got an update from Sinet, and he has worked his magic and successfully enrolled another plan to the business. So now I'll move over to the stocks page from the left navigation menu and see if we have the resources to fulfill the demands for the plan. Now, from the to-buy list on the right, which shows me all of the items that we are short of to complete each project, it says that we are short of hydrangeas and poppies to fulfill this order. Now, on the same page, the market page, I can see all of the plants that are offered to us by our vendors that we are contracted with, and I can just add them to the cart as per my requirement. So if I click on hydrangeas, it shows me the details. I can just update the amount that I need and click on Add to Cart, and I get a success message. So I'll do the same thing for poppies as well, and my cart has been updated. So now if I move over to the Carts tab from the top menu, I can see a summarized view of all the items that I just added. So I'll just verify the information, click on Submit Order, and my order has been placed with the vendor, and he will be notified with an email. So I can just verify the information again from the past orders section. Now, when the vendor finally delivers the shipment, I can just go with the inventory tab from the top menu. I can update my inventory from the import from cart button or the add stock button. Now that we have another plan in our pipeline, so let's move over to the dashboard and see if how our performance has been for the past few months. At the top, I can see a graphical representation of the client inflow and the sales revenue that we have generated over the last 2 months. And at the bottom, I can see an overview of inventory performance, the plants that are in high demand, and an overview of the client status about how many projects are completed, how many are still pending, and how many are in progress. So with all these features in my toolkit, I'm really excited to nurture this small landscaping business and see it bloom to greater heights.
Now you all know how our products looks like. Let me go through the branding and design with you again. For our logo, we choose the P and T, which are our initials, and combining with the shape of a leaf to form our final logo. And for the typography, we choose New Order for our display font and DM Sans as our body font to maintain a clean vibe. And to achieving the glass morphism design, it's very important to use different levels of opacity and shades. That's why we choose different opacity for our primary color and different shades of our secondary color. As you can see, we adopt all those different shapes of opacity and shades in our components to display different states like hover and pressed. And that's for our design. I will let Gujo talk about the tech stack.
So our front end hosted on Vercel is developed using React, utilizing Material UI and Chart.js for data visualization and Tailwind CSS for styling purposes. Our backend, hosted on AWS EC2, runs on Node.js and Express, where APIs are managed through Swagger. We have used MongoDB with Mongoose for data handling, and every entry is validated through JOI dev library. To enhance the functionality further, we have used Node Mailer as our mailing service and Paranol API to get the essential plant data.
And back for our business model, we have 4 different levels of pricing strategy to meet our clients' needs, to allow them have scalability and flexibility. We make our pricing strategy based on the user amount in clients in landscaping company, and we hopefully we can break the even point from our 28th client as our calculate. And none of this amazing work cannot exist without our amazing team. Now let's meet our team and connect with us on LinkedIn and visit our website to bloom your landscaping company.
Thank you, Planty. Let's start with Marcia.
Thank you, Snorlax team. That was a great presentation. I just was one question about the plans that you have for customers. Can you go back to the one screen that you assign a plan? So for each package, what does it comprises, the packages? Is a set of plans predefined?
Yeah, it can build, actually we haven't showed this in our demo. Those landscaping company can build their own package here.
Right.
Yeah, so they can define what plans inside our package, and they can adjust the price for the package.
Right, so can you show what is inside this growth package? Okay, so you have this much of plants. Okay, and then if I want to take one plant away, can I do that? Or is it just a fixed
No,
set?
like every landscaping company can do that, like as we have already shown here. So we have given a customization feature here for the package. So every landscaping company can make their own packages based on different seasons, top trending plants, or what they have there in their inventory.
Oh, I see.
The package should be customizable from our,
Okay, thank you.
Good job, by the way. I would have 2 questions about, first is about the notification. How does it work and how you build it? The second one would be if you have unlimited money and more time, like a year, what would you build? How would you build it differently?
First of all, for the notifications, what we are doing is we are using watch streams, which is a functionality provided by Mongoose. So in real time, we can keep on reading the data from a particular database. So currently, we have this in the notifications collection that we have. So it's constantly reading for data updates. So whenever the data is updated in the table, the data is refreshed in the notifications page. And for the second question, we wanted to implement a feature, basically a canvas feature. So whenever a staff member visits a client on their location, so they will have the ability to select up the plants and put them on a canvas to give them a better visual representation of how their garden would look like. So this is something that we wanted to do, but due to time constraint, we couldn't. And other than that, if we need to increase the scalability of the project, we will have to implement some load balancing and replications of the database as well.
Yeah. So during your demonstration, I can hear there's a manager, there's an employee, and then there's a consumer. When you're doing the demo, which side is that?
During the demo, we kind of demonstrated both of them, but ideally we would like a different staff portal as well. So initially we have the option to log in as a manager or a staff member, and the information on the website will be differentiated for staff. For example, they won't be seeing some data that will be restricted to them because, for example, how much sales they've generated or what is the client inflow. That is something that is more concerned with the manager because they need to make appropriate decisions according to them. And the staff dashboard ideally would have different kind of data, for example, feedback on their performance or what are the clients that they're assigned to and what are the deadlines of some of the upcoming clients. So we want to differentiate some of the data there.
I see. And then the manager chooses the different packages for the plans,
Yeah,
right?
the manager can update the packages there.
And then from that point, is it the manager's decision to pick a package for the consumer, or the consumer? Okay, I talked to one of your manager, and then, oh, I want to have this kind of set of plans during, let's say, winter or summer. How, for the consumer side, how can I customize the package that you're offering?
It's totally up to the consumer. So when the staff member visits their place for the package, the consumer has to make the decision of what package they want to select. So from the list that we shown, which gives the descriptive view of the package, they can see, oh, these plants are offered in this package, so they can choose that package as per their need. And the consumer decides what add-on flowers or plants that they need for their garden. It's just that the staff member is there to assist them with them.
Okay, so each package, let's say it has different prices as well, right? So do you have kind of a threshold for each packages? What if I chose package 1 and then I wanted to get rid of the other plant that you have, or a flower, let's say, and then I pull it out from other package, let's say just replacing 1 item or 2 items, and then the price can still be inside that threshold, or I can go over or below the package determined price.
Yeah, you can do that. So basically, if you decide to remove or add different plants to the package, the price can fluctuate above the threshold price or below the threshold price. And also, for different packages, we have only curated packages according to what season they are in. So these are the plants that are usually the most sold. So that's how the packages are decided.
Yeah. Also, and I think just an advice for the future, because once you're presenting the product, make sure that it will be easier for you to communicate or easier for you to explain, okay, which side am I showing? A while ago, I was thinking, is it the side of the consumer? Because I don't see, as a consumer, I choose this one, blah, blah, blah. And then you just mentioned one of your manager chose this. On the consumer side, what's the experience, or how is the flow, the use case for the consumer? So I think I'm kind of waiting for that scenario.
Sure. Yeah, thanks. We'll take the feedback.
Right, great job, Planty. Budget Buddy, you are up.
Well, good morning. Well, unless you are a millionaire or your father's name is Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, you're most likely stressed about money. Aren't we all, especially living here in Canada? People struggle with money, and financial institutions have incomplete data to assess risk. That is a huge problem, because when loan is given to people with poor or no financial education and a very unhealthy relationship with money, could lead into loans not being repaid and higher default rates. But getting into managing your finances and budget control and avoiding a debt spiral, with a vicious circle of debt, doesn't have to be hard. That's why we developed Budget Buddy, your only companion, your buddy to actually keep track of your finances and keep your debt under control. With features like track expenses, budget management, goal management, debt control, and many others, Budget Buddy is there to help you on a daily basis to keep your finances under control.
For a financial tech-based web app like Budget Buddy, our most direct competitor is none other than the banking institution app that the user already uses. Aside from that, we considered YNAB, that's short for You Need a Budget, and Canada Budget Planner as our indirect competitors. We shall now demonstrate a real-life use of Budget Buddy's features.
My name is Yohei. I'm a student here in Vancouver. I always have trouble managing my money. Sometimes I spend more than I have, and I'm in trouble. But I find this app, Budget Buddy, which helps me to keep my keep my balance of payment, and stay on track to achieve my financial goals. So since I have already used this app for a while, so let me show you how I use it. Now, I feel like I need to buy a new laptop for my study, since my current one is getting older and outdated. So let me first create a new financial goal for that. Okay, let's go to the budget management section and create a new goal from the top right. And let's say I want to buy a MacBook by the end of this year, hopefully. And it probably cost me about $2,500. Yes, that's good to go. Oh, but I don't think I can afford to buy both a MacBook and an iPhone. Maybe I should give up on an iPhone now. Let me delete it. Okay, by the way, I just went to grocery shopping, and I want to make a record of the expense. Now let's go to the budget section to check if I already have a budget of the groceries. Yes, I have, good. But the budget amount is not enough for a month, I guess. So let me just update it to 500. Okay, I'm ready to make an expense now. Okay, let's go to the transaction page now and create a new item from the top right again. Okay, I'm gonna create an expense under the budget of grocery. And I went to our shoppers and I spent about 120 something. 22 something, yes. And I also want to upload the receipt for my future reference, just in case. Just like this. Okay, and let me create another item under the contribute to a goal for this time. So, okay, here I can create some savings for my specific goal. Since I made a new goal of buying a MacBook, I want to save some amount for that. But before that, let me first check the available funds on top right. Okay, this is my fund. Okay, so maybe the amount savings should be less than that. So let me try 2,000 and then add it. Now I can see two set of transaction items are created at the top of the table. So both savings for goals and expense and the budget are created from my rest amount of income. So the income decreases by the same amount here. So when I click the view icon of an item, I can see the whole information, including an image that was uploaded. Great. So now let me go back to the dashboard to see the updated graphs. So if I see a goal, my new goal is created, and the 2,000 has already saved it. Great. And if I see a line chart of monthly savings, and total savings for this month has already updated, great. And if I see a budget and expense table, The new expense and the budget and the groceries are also updated. Good. Last but not least, what I also like about this app, Budget Buddy, is that this app suggests me great offers based on my financial situation. So if I go to a financial product page, now I can see various products or bank accounts. Let me take a look. Okay, this second one looks good to me because it needs no monthly fees and even give me like sign-up bonus. I like it. And I feel like if I get interested in like a mutual funds or investment in the future, I would probably look into those offers here at first, because now I believe they should be tailored for me. So after using this app for a while, now I feel like I'm better at managing my money. So with this app, I won't like spend more than I have. Thank you.
For Budget Buddy's visual branding, the design team chose professional, minimal, and friendly as the three main adjectives during the creation of the branding. So first, our logo, we wanted to convey the idea of our web app being a companion to the user's finances. So we proceeded with the curved shapes of the letter B placed on its flat side, a message bubble, and a happy face combined to form a final logo. For the colors, we chose these 4 colors as our brand colors to convey the minimalism for a financial tech-based app. We chose, for our typography, we chose Geologica and DM Sans as the 2 main typefaces of our web app. We chose these because we want to ensure legibility, readability for any user, and we want to lessen any possible legibility issues in the future. Last but not the least, for the components, combining all of the design team elements that the design team created, we wanted to ensure that our components are modular and can fully visualize the data that the user requires.
Well, Budget Buddy uses our latest web technologies. We developed Budget Buddy with React, Node.js, Express.js, with a deployment of 3 servers, Vercel, Heroku, and an EC2 instance, and AWS with MySQL database. One of the most difficult decisions that we have to make at the very beginning was what database should we use. Thinking that there's loads of transaction and relationship in between the data, users, debt, goals, and all sorts of transactions that are needed for a financial app. We decided to go with a robust MySQL database, which is a transactional database. Now, talking about business, Budget Buddy is a business to customer, has a business to customer model. We partner with financial institutions from which we get tiered commissions based on the financial products that are offered to our customers that range in between 5 to 30% depending on the amount of the financial product that is being purchased by our users. And on the other hand, there is a free app that we provide for our end users. This is a freemium model for our users and a VIP version of the app for a small monthly fee. But Budget Buddy is not only about money. Our app is committed to social responsibility. That's why we decided to offer a percentage of our revenue to help especially causes focus on education on developing countries and with sustainability. We offer our customers during the onboarding process the possibility to choose one of these causes that they would like to support with a percentage of our revenue.
Let me introduce the team behind this amazing app. We are a group of 8 dedicated and talented students with a commitment to excellence, and we're all excellent in no, we're all studying to be a better developer and designer for this better future. Budget Buddy is now live and is now functioning or is up at budget-buddy.ca. Visit our web app now to start being buddies with your finances. Thank you.
Right, thank you. Starting with Tony.
I have a question about bank API that you mentioned on the tech stack. How you implement that and what the benefit that you get from that API?
Okay, well, our app in future is going to integrate with APIs with financial institutions. For the time being, we have an API just to connect with financial products that are offered. But this, in the relationship, in the partnership with banks, we will get two, let's say, inputs from the financial app. First of all, we will get the transactions being pulled directly from your bank institution. And on the other hand, financial products that are based on the user data that we provide. So we're planning on adding an AI-based engine to read data, because essentially Budget Buddy is a company that sells data. That is what we do as a business model, let's say. So we will provide the data, and based on the data, the banks in return will provide tailor-made financial products to our app. That's how it works.
So my question is like Budget Buddy, it's a combination of for individual use and organization use?
Yes. Well, the app itself has, let's say, two sides. Okay. The first is obviously the end user. That's the one that we presented today. For a final user that uses the app, that keep their finances under control, either personally or as a group.
Okay.
And there is another part of the app that we will develop in the future, which is the financial side, where bank institutions get to log in and utilize the data that is fed, let's say, from our app,
Okay.
and they can tailor-made the financial products.
So during your demonstration, it's like individual use.
Yes,
correct?
exactly. It's
So
the final
I'm not
user.
sure if you have showed us anything like, okay, for example, this is my salary every month, and then I inputted it there, and then is there any kind of like, for example, if I link, let's say, if I link my card to your app, and then, okay, for this month, I have 1,000, okay? And then I spent this like $10 earlier today, another couple of bucks a while ago. And then is there any notification for the user like, okay, this is the only amount that you have left in your account or something like that?
Yes, there is a. I'll leave Johe to do the explanation, but yes, there is a possibility to actually keep track of the funds that you have available, to set your income, and to connect with a banking account. So when there's income, you will automatically get that fed into the database.
On the right side of the dashboard, we can have like insight page, right?
Yeah.
Here supposed to have to show the notification, but but currently we are not implemented this. So it should be like a future feature. We're thinking of it. Yep.
So when there's a transaction that exceeds the amount that you have available, that you have a prevention and an alert as well that shows you that you need to enter new funds. You can either do that manually, or when you're in the onboarding process and set up your income, that you can set, for instance, that every month at a certain day I'll get paid my salary. So the app actually updates the income on a regular basis every month.
Yeah, I just think it's nice to have in the future. Like, of course, we are all afraid that, we're spending more than what we have.
Thank you, team. I have just one question. So I was wondering how this standalone financial tracker will help the financial institutions to better advise their clients.
Well, for the time being, what happens is that you go to credit bureaus, right? That they use information that is only based on the usage that you do, let's say, on banking institutions, how you spend your money. But there is no input on what do you actually want. I mean, what is your financial goal? What do you want to do with your money? You can probably have money as well, paying in cash, and that doesn't go through the radar of financial institutions. So having a better assessment on what are your plans for the future in terms of money, how are you actually spending your money, gives a better insight, let's say, for financial institutions to offer you something that you actually need in terms of money, as well as give you like tips and financial education so you don't get in this spiral of debt that, as I showed in the presentation, sometimes lead to even people having suicidal thoughts because of the stress of the financial stress.
Mm-hmm. So every user of this budget buddy will have their financial data disclosed to the financial institution?
Not directly, but there is an AI engine that will basically let's say, get the data, process the data, and offer a better risk assessment to bank institutions, so banks can actually offer in return tailor-made products that are actually matching most likely the interest, let's say, of our users. And if there is a sale, let's say, of a mortgage or a financial product, we get a commission based on that. So that's where our revenue is coming, not directly from the end user, let's say.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Right, thank you so much, Budget Buddy team. And last but not least, 𝐷𝐞𝐿, your app.
Hello everyone, my name is Ángeles and I'm here to present you 𝐷𝐞𝐿, a web app that helps manage bakery orders by digitally keeping track of your order and customers at once. Recently, we noticed that some small bakeries struggle with optimizing their businesses. Handling orders and customer information every day might be tedious, and going digital is not easy for everyone. So it might be easier to stick with what we already know, keeping orders with pen and paper, and keeping orders safe in your storage. Meet Mateo. He is a bakery owner, and he wants to understand his customers' preference and help the staff to keep orders on time. But first, I want to show you some numbers. According to Statistics and Statistics Canada, during 2023, small bakeries, local coffee shops, and artisanal bread were expected to grow $2.5 billion. As of December 2022, British Columbia was the third province in the country with 258 business. And by December 2022, BC registers mentioned that there were 500 trademarks and 10% were related in Vancouver to bakeries. Our solution to these local bakeries is that by implementing a digital platform that manages a database for all orders, we can eliminate paper forms, access to order histories and customizations, and special requests and customer data in a very user-friendly way and a fast-paced learning process. Similar e-commerce platforms and PO systems already offer this type of features and different ones. They are making the learning process a bit more complicated for these small bakeries, and we are providing the features that the business needs with continuous training and without affecting your order process in an affordable way. Now, I would like to show you how we are doing this.
Hello, everyone. My name is Blanca, and I'm the owner of Whisk and Roll. I just recently started using a 𝐷𝐞𝐿 platform to manage my bakery. So let's start. First of all, I'm gonna log in using my credentials. Since I already have an account, once I'm logged in, it's gonna redirect me to the dashboard, where in here you can see the today's order, which is also the calendar, and also the analytics. We will come more in detail of this in a moment. So let's just go to product page. In here, we're just gonna add a new product, so let's click on add. Let's select this chocolate chip cookie. We're also gonna put the name of this product, chocolate chip cookie, the description, very tasty. Also some ingredients in here, milk, sugar, and flour. We're also gonna put the price, let's put $2. Perfect, now we're ready to add this product. And as you can see, now we have a new product on the product page. So I just received a call from a customer. So I want to make sure if he's already with us. So let's go to customer page and let's look for Roman. Perfect. I can see he's already on a database. So let's click on more information. In here, I can see all his details, but you know what? His name sounds familiar to me, so let's click on past orders. Perfect. I can see he is a recurrent customer for us. And now that I can see all his information, let's go back and create this order. And let's just click on Add Order. And let's put his name, Roman, contact number, his email, pickup date, pickup time too. He's okay with whatever time. Paid, he already do the transfer. Order taken by myself, Blanca. And in status, we're gonna click on in progress since it's a new order. And he asked for 2 products, so let's select for cinnamon cake. And also let's add some cookies. Perfect, now we can save this order. Sweet, now our order is already on the database. So now that we have this, I just wanna go to the home page and see my calendar for today's orders. Perfect, I can see in here the new order that we just created, and I just wanna click in here and see all the details. Perfect, we can see in here all the information. So for ending my day, I'm just gonna go to analytic page. And in here I can see the current orders, which is 7, complete orders, that it's 9. And also I have 4 cancel orders. I also can see the chart in here, which also tell me this information, and also the order payment status, show me how many orders I have unpaid and paid. How lovely is this? Thank you so much, 𝐸𝐸, for making my life easier.
So for the front end, we are using React plus White with Material UI and Tailwind CSS to create responsive and user-friendly web app. For authentication, we have used JWT token, and in the backend, we have used Express.js with Node.js due to their accessibility and due to their scalability to handle multiple requests. For the database, we are using MongoDB, and also we are using Firebase storage to store the images and email.js to get the emails from the customers. We are managing the code on GitHub, and also we are hosting our website on Vercel.
So we designed this platform as active, organized, and precise. Our full-size logo consists in the 2 wordings, 𝐸𝐸 and the chef hat. Our color palette consists in a cherry red and a lime green for primary colors, and a light version of those 2 codes for secondary and accents. For typography, we're using Francis for display and titles, and Nunito Sans for body text for better readability at any point size. Here are some of the components. We are using outlined icons with primary color as active and the secondary color for deactivated or hover, and some highlighted labels on the navigational menus. This software will be available in 2 different tiers, a monthly plan with access to support for 24/7 services, and a yearly plan that allows the user to save 2 months' worth on top of the free trial for 30 days. Meet our team. We are Team Dito, and allow us to make the process of digitalizing your business as seamless as possible, and let us simplify your workflow while you focus on building meaningful relationships with your customers. Feel free to scan the app and check us and get quoted today. Thank you.
Thank you, 𝐸𝐸. Max, writing something, but can we start with you?
Yeah, it was nice. First, I want to ask, like, how and where is the order coming from?
So the customer will call the bakery and he will ask that I want this product.
The customer will call the bakery, and then the bakery will do.
Yeah.
What's next?
Also,
The
it
app.
can be walk-in customer.
Yeah.
The walk-in customer. Okay, so there's no other platform like through phone or other app.
No, it's
Or-
just
a manual.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I see. Because I was thinking like this will be useful for small businesses. For example, like I do have my own bakery, okay? I do have few people inside working there. I want to go out for a bit. So I want to access this app and then at least for me to get notified like if I do have a new order. So is this okay to use in a mobile? Yeah?
Yes, we also have the responsiveness menu, like this navigational menu. It's the same order on the dashboard. So you can also access on the go, basically.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Yeah, I was just wondering if this is a B2B or B2C.
B2B, because we are only targeting the actual bakery, not selling the goods.
So the bakery selling to another store?
No, it's the summary of a PO system or like order optimization. That was the order. That's why the order is manual. So you have your bakery, you have your staff, you receive the customer, the walk-in, or a previous phone call, as shown on the, and then we input the order, and then we make sure that the staff and the bakers or the manager, they are all aware on the desktop or the mobile, the iPad, whatever the bakery is using, that there's an order there.
Okay, thank you.
The challenges for the WMDD project will always be time. We always have little time to build. If you have more time, like more 4 more months, 6 more months, how would you build this app differently? The current version that you have, and what features would you add to this app?
So if we had more time, we could have added more data in the analytics part, and we would implement the notification feature. On top of that, we can fetch the customer data directly when we are taking order. So if we had more time, we could have just entered the customer data by fetching it from the customer table.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, thank you, Sweet Q. You're completely on time. It just makes me so happy. Yeah. Yeah, this is the great part of being Japanese. Anyway, so this this concludes the presentation by students for this project 2 this time. And I know it smells great, but I see some instructors who showed up even though it's summer. Yeah, I know some other instructors are on vacation. That's the thing with the summer. But I see Kevin and I see Marinella. Anybody else? Jordan. Oh, Jordan, thank you. So I'm actually thinking if I could get, oh, Tyler, oh my, 4 of you, sorry. You were like, Diego's completely hiding you, Tyler. So yeah, if I could get a few words from each of you, I think that would be great. Would you mind just coming up and say a few words?
Great work, everybody. It's a huge amount of work that you put in, not just for this project, but project 1 as well. This is a great warm-up for Capstone, which many of you know is what you'll see me in. I'm usually the Capstone instructor, and myself for Tomoko. So it's a good warm-up. You know, take some time off in the summer a little bit to recoup, because it's a lot of work again in Capstone. And when we're watching the projects up here, it's kind of neat to see the amount of work that is done, the amount of polish every term. So we wanted to carry that same kind of progress and momentum into Capstone, and hopefully we'll see you there. Oh, we do have a Capstone event. I should talk about that. It is on the 15th, so if you can join us on the 15th, it is in person or virtually, but if you're here, you should always join in person. It's a huge effort for the students to get through their capstone project. So please join us on the 15th. Lots of social will be posted for you, but it is at UBC Robson Square. Much like the last one, it's in the evening time. There will be food, there will be drink. There'll be 6 projects, more importantly, all mobile-centric, huge amount of work done by our capstone students, some of them here, and I do encourage you to please come out, meet with them, network with them. There will be industry there, myself there, many of the faculty there. It's going to be a fantastic event as always. Thank you.
I will be very brief because it's the quarterfinal of the Women's Olympics of football, and they're in extra time. However, I'm a huge fan of Canadian women's soccer and watch all their games, but I couldn't miss this because I think it's an amazing thing to see. One term after I last saw you guys, the maturity and sophistication of the work, the technical sophistication, the design sophistication. I just sit back there and I go, and it's still 0-0.
Hi, everyone. I will also be very brief, but I just want to say that I saw most of you a few semesters ago in first semester, and it's just really exciting to see how far everyone has come and see the amazing work that everyone's doing, the beautiful applications and designs. So I just want to thank you for doing great work and say that I'm honored to be a part of this team, and have a great summer.
Hello, everyone. Really great presentations today. I'm so proud of everybody here. So remember your term 1 projects, and yeah, it's really cool to see your improvements. And yeah, as I always say in class, congratulations on making it to term 3 and just 1 more term to go. Woo! Thank you.
Last but not least, Richard, you gotta tell them about the afternoon event too. Please. Yeah.
Well, I'm not following the soccer because I'm really tired this morning. I woke up following the Japan women's soccer. They lost to US today, and yeah. So anyway, Tomoko said we will have the pizza ready around 2 o'clock. We're going to get started with the project 1 presentation. So if you are going to be around, nothing to do, I know the weather sucks today, so stick around, and we'll have the presentation starting around 2 p.m. today. So I appreciate your support for our term 2 students. All right.
Thank you, all the instructors. Sorry I put you on spot. I didn't tell them they're going to ask them to speak, but yeah, I'm sure you're very proud of them. I think they made, what does this mean? Oh, okay, yeah, I just need to put something on. All right, so Richard got pizzas and drinks for you to enjoy, but before you go there, audience, you gotta vote for your favorite. Benazir and Sebastian's there. If you don't have any pen or pencil, why doesn't it show? They have pencils there. And just in case you've forgotten the name of the app, I have it here. And I just want to ask, if you didn't see all 6 teams, you might not want to vote because it's not fair. But if you saw all 6 of them, please do vote. I really encourage you to vote based on their design and development instead of just because you understand and relate it. Because I know nobody trade copra, or nobody owns the gardening companies, but I think if you could focus on their design and development, that would be great. All right, so we will announce the winners in about 30 minutes. So until then, vote and enjoy the food and network. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone. So again, congratulations to all of you. I know it's tough week for you, like, to finish this project, like 11 or 12 weeks, not 12 months. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, again, congratulations to everyone, like designers, developers, project managers, and everyone, again. So I'm going to present the design, what do you call this? Design certificate, I guess. Yeah, so the Design Excellence Award based on the accessibility, experience, functionality. Okay, again, for the design, it doesn't matter like how beautiful or how vibrant your design is. It's more of the accessibility, experience, and functionality. Even your design, it's super like 100% good, but the experience is like lacking of experience, the accessibility that you can barely read the content, your buttons, the badges that you're using. Functionality, does it serve well for the users? Like, does it really shows the functionality of your app that you have built, that you are building? So those are the categories that I considered giving this design award. So actually, I do have two projects on top of my head, which is they're good, but of course I only have to choose one. So this one, I can say the accessibility is very, it's there, the way they do their, like the interface, so professional, the color scheme, the badges that they use, the graphs, everything is consistent. Experience, for the experience, sometimes we do ask question like, is this for the user or is this for the business? We ask this, that doesn't mean because we doesn't know that or we don't know that. We wanted to know that what are you presenting is you know what you're doing, you know what is it for, who is it for, again. And then the functionality, it's so, I mean, it's good. So I present this design, the Design Excellence Award for Bondwork.
Congratulations to all the teams. You all did a, congratulations to Bondwork too. Congratulations to all the team. You all did all the great work. And all of you guys checking all the required box in terms of development. You did everything right. I'm sitting there in the same place as you exactly 1 year ago. And I can see that everyone doing a great job. Designing this Development Excellency Award is a bit tough because, like I said, everyone check all the box. So the difference will be just the little thing, little touch that you make a decision on your development that set you apart from the other teams. The top two for me are very hard to design, but I only need to give the award to just one team. This one team did a great job on performance, the loading performance of the site of the app, and also the decision that you made to prepare for the future development of the app. And the Development Excellency Award go to CocoTrade.
That was so touching. I'm crying too. So congratulations to all teams. I'm always amazed to see how for each term the level goes up. So it's very amazing to see how much you accomplished in just 12 weeks. Congratulations to all teams. My role here today as a business analyst is to analyze the business side of things. So every question that I asked you, it's always thinking about the business. Because if you think about it, I know you're all designers or developers, so you're very technical people. But if you think about it, everything will begin with a business problem, right? Everything that you will do, everything that you will develop is to solve a problem. So it's fundamental that you know the problem that you're trying to solve and how efficiently you're going to do that. So the criteria that I used to evaluate the projects were the problem proposition, the personas that you developed, and the solution, and how the solution is aligned with the problem that you said you're going to solve, and the personas, how well they were developed, and how much we can get from the personas in terms of requirements and functionality. So in my opinion, the team that better aligned the solution with the problem proposition with the solution is the Plan T team. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you.
The Nazir and Sebastian counted all the audience vote and shooed away people who tried to vote twice. Okay, so the audience favorite goes to, drum roll, Bondwork. Sorry, it's handwritten. I will give you the correct one later. You guys can join. You can keep posting. You're judges. Okay, so we will have the people who can join. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Teams that didn't get the award, you guys also did a great job. So don't, take it seriously. And I have certificates for you to give. You can come to me after the event. So this concludes the Project 2 presentation for this time. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you.